This is Valley News Live at noon.
New for you at noon, we're getting the first look at surveillance videos from the night a Fargo man was shot dead in a gas station parking lot last summer. Testimony continues this afternoon in the trial of 40-year-old Raymond Gunn, who's accused of firing a deadly shot at 41-year-old Eric Hayes last July in North Fargo. The video shows a fight between Gunn, Hayes, and another man before Hayes and Gunn circle around a vehicle and one gunshot forces Hayes to the ground. Prosecutors say Gunn intended to kill Hayes, but the defense argues Gunn was acting in self-defense as Hayes attacked him. Testimony is expected to continue this afternoon. If convicted, Gunn faces the rest of his life in prison. Also new at noon, a Fargo woman is facing felony charges after allegedly trying to run over a man with her vehicle, then fleeing from police. Officers spotted her vehicle and tried to pull over on 18th Avenue South, but they say she took off and nearly hit several pedestrians. They eventually took Manning into custody in North Fargo, and she told the officer she was in an argument with a man and he hit her in the face. The man involved in the situation said Manning wouldn't let him out of the vehicle, and once she did, she tried to run him over several times. Now, several witnesses also confirmed seeing this. Manning was arrested on 2 counts of aggravated reckless endangerment and felony fleeing in a vehicle. And we have new information this afternoon. Police identified the man arrested in connection to an early morning fire in South Fargo. Fire crews responded to fire alarms going off at 107 12th Street South around 5 this morning. Officials say when they got there, the tenant, Michael Gill, refused to open the door, forcing firefighters to pry it open. The fire was put out before crews got there, and police arrested Gill for endangering by fire and possession of meth paraphernalia. Damages are estimated at less than $100. Paradiso Mexican restaurant in South Fargo will remain closed until further notice. A fire broke out at the restaurant early yesterday morning, and it was supposed to reopen this afternoon, but now the general manager says and tells us the cleanup will take longer than expected. Investigators are still looking into the cause of the fire that caused $150,000 in damages. It's sunny out now, but a cold front is headed our way, bringing with it some showers. Let's get a quick check of the weather with meteorologist Lisa Green. Lisa?
Well, good afternoon. Yes, we've got changes coming our way, some big changes too. By the time we get into tomorrow morning, we might be looking a lot different. We do have that beautiful sunshine, blue sky, a nice start to our afternoon. The wind has been on the light side as well. Let's take a look at our temperatures. We're getting into the 40s. It's 41 in Fargo, 40 in Grand Forks. It's 45 in Fergus Falls and 39 in Devil's Lake and in Bemidji. A lot of places reporting sun or at least some partly cloudy skies. With the wind still on the lighter side, it is starting to turn more southerly ahead of this front. Here's a look at our visibility. We've had some trouble with fog through the morning hours. We're seeing at least 9 miles visibility being reported, which is great at this point. But look what's coming our way. We've got those showers showing up on the radar just outside of our viewing area. They're going to reach the Devil's Lake Basin first this afternoon and then just continue to move eastward. Notice how it's not a wide area of rain. Still, it may impact your plans to be outdoors today. So here's a look at our planner. Expect temperatures to continue rising up to near 50 degrees in Fargo with that possibility for a shower or two this afternoon and evening. Now, tonight, we'll see the cold front move through, and that could mean snow and definitely some wind. We'll have details on what to expect over the next 24 hours coming up in just a couple of minutes.
Thank you, Lisa. There's a show of unity at NATO headquarters in Belgium as the 30 member states, including President Biden, are gathered for their first face-to-face talks about Russian aggression in Ukraine. Reporter Deborah Alfarone has the latest from Washington.
President Biden is meeting with world leaders in Brussels looking for ways to stop Russian aggression in Ukraine without escalating the war.
To see what more we can do to help the people of Ukraine to protect themselves, see what more we can do to tighten the economic vice around the Putin regime.
The Biden administration announced new sanctions targeting Russian lawmakers and defense companies. And the White House says America will take in 100,000 Ukrainian refugees. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky addressed the summit from Kyiv. He pleaded for more military aid and he told the alliance they were capable of preventing more death. And with Vladimir Putin's next step always uncertain, NATO is doubling its troop deployment along its eastern flank, sending 4 new battle groups to Bulgaria, Hungary, Romania, and Slovakia.
And so I think a lot of these measures are designed to ensure that the conflict doesn't expand.
A White House official tells CBS News that President Biden's latest package of military assistance to Ukraine, including anti-aircraft and anti-tank systems, began arriving Wednesday. On the ground in Ukraine, troops and civilians are battling for every inch and have recaptured some territory. But Russia's blistering aerial assault is inflicting severe damage, and Ukrainians have little power to stop it. Deborah Alfarone, CBS News, Washington.
A month into the war, military analysts are estimating 7,000 to 15,000 Russian troops have been killed in action. The Minneapolis School District says it's made its best and final offer to get educators back in the classroom. Educators continue to gather outside the district offices in North Minneapolis. While on strike, they are not getting paid, and because of back pay, tomorrow will be the first paycheck they will see impacted by the strike. They say everyone's commitment is what has kept them marching for over 2 weeks now. If some Minnesota lawmakers get their way, bad behavior in the stands could land you with a big fine. State legislators are considering a bill that would allow the Minnesota Amateur Sports Commission to fine fans who cross the line either verbally or physically. It would cover all levels from Little League to high school. Bill sponsors say this isn't about telling the ref he made a bad call. It's about things like profanity and racial slurs, as well as physical contact. The proposal would fine fans up to $1,000 for unruly behavior. This comes in the wake of an incident at a high school basketball game in Lake Park, Audubon earlier this month, where a man was caught on camera throwing something at the ref, then yanking the whistle off his neck after getting thrown out of the building. 45-year-old Philip Loken of Detroit Lakes is now facing assault and disorderly conduct charges. Coming up at noon, you'll soon be able to get close up and personal with the world's largest T-Rex skeleton. The next showers are expected for parts of our region, and more wind is on the way. We'll have your forecast straight ahead.